and welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to be making a video for you guys today, and really honestly for myself as well. This is a totally new season of life that I'm walking in right now. God has just abundantly blessed me beyond what I could imagine in this season, and it's going into spring and summer. We have just recently celebrated Easter and things have been going really good, and I wanted to give you guys an update. Also, I've been slacking in my interpersonal relationships with myself because I have just gotten so busy with work and serving that I have totally put in the back seat my health and fitness part of my life, which is the number one thing, because if you don't have your health, then what do you have, right? You can't continue to do all the things that you love or that you have to do, like work, among other things. So I really wanted to make this video because I have actually decided to do this in my own life personally, like aside from social media. I don't have any social media other than my YouTube channel, and I wanted to share this with you guys because if it's going to help me, and it has been helping me in my personal life, I want to share it with you guys too. So basically, I have gotten back on track. I have kind of made some significant changes, or decided I'm going to make significant changes to have a more consistently healthy lifestyle that's going to benefit my busy lifestyle as it is, because I am self-employed. If you guys are self-employed or busy moms, working moms, if you guys just are busy with a 9 to 5, I can relate to people now, I think more than I ever have been, because I used to think, oh, how do people not have time to go to the gym? How do people not have time to, get a workout in? And in this season, guys, it's just been so busy. And like I was just talking to my boyfriend about this, that I feel like my life is fuller than it ever has been, but it's been like a good full, like it's not like full busting at the seams with like too much work or too much of this or that. It's like actually balanced. I wouldn't say that I have work-life balance because I'm self-employed and that's like not a real thing. I don't know if that is a real thing. I know people say it is, but I just don't know if that's possible for people that are self-employed or do like sales jobs, or where your efforts make you your money. So, but anyways, long story short, I have implemented some things. So you guys know about my apartment. I've made several apartment videos, and part of my change that I'm making is I'm trying to walk up to 10K steps a day. So 9,000 to 1,100 steps a day is like my range. So one thing, and the first thing that I will say, is that I have a goal in 30 days. I want to lose about 10 pounds of body fat. Now, I hesitate to say, because people literally will eat you up online now for saying like, you should lose this or should lose that. Bottom of the line, there is health, and we should all strive to be healthy. There's nothing wrong with losing weight. There's nothing wrong with maintaining your weight. But for me personally, because I've gotten busier and not been able to get into the gym as much, it has been hard for me to maintain the weight that I was at. So my typical weight that I'm normally at is like 140 to 145, and I set at about 156 right now. So something for me is, on the days where I am so busy, I actually have invested in a treadmill. So I have a treadmill at my house now. It's like a really small one. I'm going to insert pictures and videos of it for you guys right now. But this is something that I really wanted to get back to, because I remember looking at a previous season where I was like really optimizing my steps, my total daily expenditure was way higher. So I was walking about 3 miles a day. So I was also like looking back recently at like the times where I really enjoyed like where I was at. What was I doing to like maintain those things? And I was walking about 3 miles every single day and doing 4 days of strength training. Now that is something that is actually really been great. So I started doing this all on April 6th, and I'm gonna finish my 30 days on May 6th. And this treadmill that I have goes up to like a 3.8, so you can in like an hour and 10 minutes do 4 miles, and it's not bad, right? It's like super doable, but sometimes I just don't want to go. Like I don't want to get up and go to the gym. If it's cold, like we've had cold weather, I am so not motivated to go and get out of my bed when it's 40 degrees outside and get my butt to the gym at 5 a.m. in the morning. So what I would rather do is do it here at my house. So the next thing is diet changes. So I also have been really trying to get my budget under control. It is under control. It's just there's so many expenses that I've been spending for my business in this season. I have really had to be watchful of my regular expenses that I do have. So one thing that I'm starting to do is I'm starting to do a Costco order once a month for 30 days. So I've been able to get $300 worth of groceries from Costco that lasts me a full 30 days. So my budget for myself is $300, and I can go on my Instacart and I could see my cart. I could like make sure everything fits within that $300 budget. And I've actually been budgeting and buying my groceries from Costco. So I did that. You guys will see videos of it now, but I basically am prepping all of like my protein shakes in advance. I'm prepping all of my smoothies in advance. I'm prepping like being able to just grab my protein bars, grab my Celsius, grab my Poppy, grab my Greek yogurt. Whatever it is, like the frozen stuff is just easy to access, throw it in the air fryer and we're good to go. So that's something that I've really been trying to nail down. Now, another thing that I've noticed is I have been dealing with like cystic acne, and I think that I have like a dairy intolerance. I am not positive, but I'm trying to cut out like most of my dairy. Like with my coffees and stuff, I'll do dairy free now, but also like limiting my like artificial sugar intake. That's something else I've been trying to do. And I don't know, I haven't quite figured out what it is, but that has actually like been a catalyst to me doing this 30-day challenge. And for spring and summer, because I'm so tired of having like this painful cystic acne. And it's crazy because I remember as a teen being so thankful that I didn't have any acne. And I never was like boastful, but I was like, thank you, God, because I just remember like some of my best friends having it and saying how much it sucked and it hurts. And now I'm like 23. And as a 23-year-old, now I have like hormonal or cystic acne. I don't know what the difference is for me yet. I haven't figured out if it's one or the other because it seems like a mixture of both, to be honest. But yeah, so diet changes, none to hardly any dairy, and then logging or being cautious of my food intake. So what I'll do now is I have like a note where I will pretty much just keep track of what I eat for my day. I used to, when I was like super, super, super skinny in high school, which I personally think was too skinny. I was like 130 pounds, but I was like 5'8" and played sports. It was too thin for me. I did not like, looking back, I was too skinny and I was going through a lot of things personally. But now I am not super like, I wouldn't say that I would track my macros now. I don't think I'll probably ever do that again. But I do still want to track what I'm eating because I think for me, it's easy to socially eat out, to socially eat with friends. And if I'm buying my groceries in advance for a 30-day ahead of time period, and I'm logging it with, being cautious and conscious of what I'm putting in my body, it's going to be easier for me to stick to those things because I kind of already did buy the things that I know are high in protein, that are moderate in carb, that are lower in fat, and that have simple ingredients. So if I'm logging it and eating the food that I have already bought for 30 days, that is something that I know is going to keep me on track. Now, another thing is I really do think that it's either dairy intolerance or like my gut is messed up. Because also I for some time tried to do like a raw diet, like with lots of dark meat, lots of like raw dairy and raw cheese and things like that. And to be honest with you guys, I really looked back at photos the other day and I did not have like all this crazy acne before that. I'm not going to go out and say confidently that that's what started it, but I'm just saying now I have like a weird dairy thing where I really think that like my gut is like, no, we don't want this. I don't know if there's like a science behind that, but I just like try and like self-analyze and I really am questioning if that has something to do with it. And now I have all this like acne, but with my gut, I've been taking these supplements from this brand I'm going to show you guys right now. And I take their Her package and I take their Gut package. Now you're supposed to take 6 of them a day. The bottles will last you 30 days. So you get a lot of the supplement, but I found that when I took all 6, it was kind of harsh on my stomach. So I do 3 and 3. I'm also taking my apple cider vinegar because I cannot drink it. and that has a lot of health benefits as well. And then I'm also taking saffron, and then I also have started incorporating fiber because I felt like my gut just doesn't get everything going like it used to. And so along with the walking 4 to 5 miles a day, cleaning up my diet, trying to keep dairy out of it, really trying to be more cautious and conscious of what I'm putting in. And if I am having any, it's only going to be a tiny amount. And then taking my supplements for my gut also, just to keep all of the things going with fiber and with the gut supplement that I take from Heart and Soil. And their Her package is supposed to be really good for your hormones. It's supposed to really be full of it is animal product. It's like a lot of people that are on like a carnivore diet, it's from animals, and that's something that I do think I agree with. I think that God did give us, all these different beautiful things in this world, animals, plants. We're supposed to eat all of it. I really do believe that. I don't think we should cut out completely any food group. I don't think that that's necessarily beneficial health-wise. Maybe for like if you have like a humanitarian thing, or like if you love animals, whatever, but I think that God gave us everything for a reason, and I really have felt that my gut has moved a lot smoother since I've been taking all these supplements. So I started on April 6th, but at the beginning, like the first 3 days, I kind of eased into it. So I guess technically that's only 1, 2, 3 full days really of being committed. But my gut has been like really doing a lot better. I don't feel like I'm as bloated. I feel like I'm able to have like regular like excretion. Sorry if that's like TMI, but to be honest, guys, like it's something that I've been dealing with, and I know other people deal with it too. So if this is going to help me, then I know it can help other people. Now, another thing that I am contemplating that wasn't originally on this list, but I am mentioning it now, is I'm also contemplating getting like some sort of filtration system for water. Now, another thing that I've noticed is my skin and my gut have been the problem, and I have recently started like looking into how our water filtration systems, like with regular like American housing, it sucks. Like it's literally horrible for you, and I hate to admit it, but I've just been drinking straight tap water because it's convenient. And I just recently watched a video about how your gut could be so affected by just drinking regular harsh tap water, and your skin more than anything. And the two things I'm struggling with are my gut and my skin. So I believe I'm going to buy some sort of filtration system. I'm probably just going to get like some sort of like Brita or something like simpler. But yeah, so that's another thing that I'm also contemplating. And for the last part, I wanted to kind of talk about how I haven't really talked about like strength training a lot yet, because I truly feel that if you don't have your diet and like your steps in first, like as like a staple, then like you should focus on like strength maybe once you've had those two things like mastered. Now for me, I have weights in my backyard. I could do that, but I also have a gym membership. And for me, going to the gym is an easier part of working out and health. The harder part that's been really difficult for me that I've seen like as a detriment to not doing is tracking my diet and also watching what I eat and getting my steps in, because those are the two things that I've lacked in the most. I've been consistently going to the gym, but my health isn't as great as it used to be. The two missing pieces for me, I personally feel, have been my steps, my water intake, and my diet. So that's why I'm focusing on those things. The gym is easy. You can look up a workout and just mindlessly follow it anytime, but it's the eating and what you're putting in your body and getting your steps in, because your daily expenditure is going to help you burn more calories. Whereas if you're just eating junk food, it doesn't matter, right? You could just replace all those calories that you just burned. So that's why I'm focusing on that. But for my strength, for muscle growth and muscle maintenance, I am only doing 4 days of strength training. So I'm doing a squat focused day, an overhead press and back day, a deadlift and hip thrust day, and a biceps and chest day. Now, this is just my personal preference, and I don't want to make this video too long by getting super detailed into it, but the majority of what I'm trying to get at is I want to document this because I want to see what it's going to be like in a full 30 days and kind of monitor the changes in my gut, in my skin, and see if I can hit my 10 pounds of loss that I've been trying to aim for. So we will see, but I just wanted to make this because I think it's really easy to be like, like I was before, like, oh, how could you, like, not get to the gym as much? But like when you are busy and you're just working, or you're busy taking care of your kids or whatever, guys, it's so easy to like put that last because there's so many more important things. But if you don't have your health, then you don't have anything else. And that's the gist of why I made this video today. I hope that this could help you and that maybe this could inspire you guys to kind of get back on track. I'm excited to give you guys an update on what changes are happening and document some of the things that I'm doing along the way. But I love you so much. God bless you. God loves you. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.